Living each day implies recognizing that the architect of your reality resides within you. It's not about following a predetermined destiny, but rather recognizing the authority you have to sculpt the trajectory of your life through introspection. Every decision, whether significant or seemingly inconsequential, contributes to shaping the course of your future. The belief in our encounters, experiences, and circumstances unfolding as products of an ongoing process of attraction remains firm. It revolves around the energy we emit into the universe and the choices influenced by a mixture of reason and emotions. It is the understanding that our thoughts, beliefs, and actions are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of existence, germinating into the realities we experience. Every moment presents an opportunity to harness our inner power and steer our lives in the direction we desire. By embracing this truth, we embrace our capacity for growth, transformation, and creation. We become active participants in the dance of life, co-creating our destinies with the universe. In this dance, we find liberation and empowerment, knowing that our journey is not predetermined, but shaped by the choices we make and the energy we invest. Essentially, we are artisans, taking full responsibility for both triumphs and setbacks sustains the drive and determination needed in daily endeavors. This perpetual reminder revolves around resorting to instinctive guidance, allowing the desires of the heart to guide the way. Trusting instincts becomes crucial, based on the recognition that intuition serves as a reliable compass. Herein lies the crucial point. The decision is always up to you as a collaborator in shaping your reality. Maintaining a lucid mind becomes crucial. It allows you to dedicate constant focus to the aspirations and requirements that resonate at your core, shaping crucial occurrences in your existence. To understand the impact of our focus on the version of reality that materializes, we must understand the dynamics of energy circulation. Whenever we encounter life's obstacles, face recurring scenarios, or trace similar relationships, it is vital to discern where the flow of energy is obstructed. Energy requires unimpeded movement, and when impediments arise, it stagnates. This stagnation leads to recurring patterns. Did you know that the direction of our energy flow is dictated by our focus? In fact, our attention can be broadly categorized into polar and non-polar forms. Polar attention magnetizes or repels reality, while non-polar attention remains impartial, dissolving reality. Allow me to elaborate further. Imagine two different forms of polar attention, positive and negative. When we harbor positive thoughts, we draw closer to what we value, while negative thoughts repel what we despise. It's similar to the behavior of a magnet. The positive pole attracts, while the negative pole repels. It is therefore crucial to be aware of where we direct our attention, as this profoundly shapes our reality. By focusing on positivity and the objects of our desires, we can materialize more of them in our lives. Let's therefore redirect our attention to the positive aspects and observe how the energy flows harmoniously in the desired direction. Human beings have been conditioned to function from a point of view of fear and survival, which is deeply rooted in our biology. Our primal instinct urges us to mitigate and avoid any potential threats to our existence. This conditioning has promoted a defensive way of life, marked by wariness of conflicts and risks. As a result, this pattern has significantly influenced our perception of the surrounding world. When it comes to interpersonal connections, individuals often find themselves entangled in repetitive relationship dynamics due to their struggles to release past wounds. Instead of focusing on fostering new and healthy relationships, individuals fixate on avoiding previous negative encounters. This fixation often perpetuates the recurrence of similar types of partners, thus perpetuating a cycle of adverse relationships. To break this pattern, individuals must effectively process their historical wounds. This is where adopting a neutral or non-biased perspective becomes crucial. Attention can be categorized into two main types, affirmative and detrimental. Although it may seem that life favors affirmative attention, it actually responds to the substance of our focus, regardless of its positivity or negativity. For example, when facing a professional challenge, we can choose to interpret it positively, seeing it as an opportunity for personal advancement. In doing so, we attract energies and circumstances that align with our optimistic outlook. However, adopting a pessimistic perspective on the same scenario will only attract adverse energies. It is crucial to recognize that our perception of content as positive or negative depends on our emotional state. Positivity leads our minds to interpret content in a positive way, while negativity distorts our perception negatively. In moments of fear, our minds quickly generate negative thoughts, perpetuating their manifestation. Consequently, harmonizing the heart and mind becomes imperative. When negativity resonates in the heart, the mind reflexively produces pessimistic thoughts, paving the way for unfavorable outcomes. Approaching experiences with impartial, a polar attention allows them to transiently pass through our lives without exerting power over us. For example, when faced with an unpleasant circumstance, we can simply acknowledge and accept it. Devoid of any inherent positivity or negativity, life continues on its usual course, unaffected by the presence of the situation. Eventually, the circumstance dissipates. In order to shape the reality we aspire to, it is crucial to understand the impact of our focus on the fulfillment of our desires. Many individuals tend to oppose past traumas and fears by giving them negative attention. However, such an approach only reinforces and prolongs adverse experiences. To materialize the desired reality, a mixture of polar and non-polar focus is imperative. This journey involves three fundamental steps. Firstly, embracing acceptance works as a remedy for resistance. When we embrace a circumstance, resistance becomes futile. Acceptance disperses the energy we invest in the negative focus, channeling it into positive manifestations. It is vital to recognize that we are not accumulating energy, but redirecting it. Our goals yearn to materialize. We just need to step back for them to emerge. This begins with complete acceptance of the current scenario, regardless of its negativity. By embracing the worst-case scenario, we stop feeding it with resistant energy. Consequently, we direct our attention to a neutral focus, a key element in the manifestation of our desires. Secondly, cultivating a positive mindset serves as fertile soil for the seeds of manifestation to grow. After embracing acceptance, we must actively nurture a mindset that promotes positivity. This involves consciously choosing to focus on what we desire rather than what we fear. By consistently directing our thoughts and emotions towards the outcome we wish to manifest, we align ourselves with the vibrational frequency of that reality. Practicing gratitude is a powerful tool in this phase. By appreciating the blessings and lessons inherent in our current circumstances, we shift our perspective from lack to abundance. Gratitude amplifies the energy of positivity, attracting more of what we want into our lives. In addition, visualization plays a crucial role in this phase. By vividly imagining ourselves experiencing the desired reality, we create a template for manifestation in the quantum field. This activates the law of attraction, attracting circumstances and opportunities that align with our visions. Finally, taking inspired action propels us towards the realization of our desires. While maintaining a positive mindset and visualizing our goals are essential, they must be complemented by tangible steps towards manifestation. Inspired action arises from a place of alignment and intuition, guided by our inner wisdom. It is important to distinguish inspired action from mere occupation or activity motivated by effort. Inspired action feels natural, effortless, and joyful. It is characterized by a sense of flow and synchronicity, signaling that we are on the right path to manifesting our desires. Understanding that our perception of a situation is entirely under our control is fundamental. By embracing and shifting our focus to positive aspects, we have the ability to shape the reality we imagine. Initiating any transformation in our lives requires fully embracing the present moment, recognizing its transitory nature. Attempts to cling to it prove futile as it quickly transitions into the past. Our agency lies in our choices for the next moments. We often fall into the trap of seeing mistakes as personal failings, over-identifying with our actions. Mitigating the impact of setbacks requires embracing the worst-case scenario and then exploring how adversity can harbor latent opportunities. Every event we encounter is inherently neutral. It is our attention that imbues it with positivity, negativity, or neutrality. Empowered by this understanding, we can reframe any situation as a catalyst for personal growth and advancement. This concept, often referred to as blessings in disguise, highlights how ostensibly adverse circumstances can serve as protective measures against potential harm. Achieving this mindset involves acknowledging the reality of the situation and then consciously shifting our focus towards favorable outcomes. The more we engage in this practice, the greater our ability to control our focus and the more formidable we become at defining our own circumstances. Concentration is the primary asset in our role as collaborators in the construction of our reality. By skillfully guiding our focus, we can materialize the existence we imagine. This method, which comprises recognition, redirection, and selection, has the potential to profoundly revolutionize our lives. It is essential to recognize that opposing our emotions or trying to stifle them can be counterproductive. Instead, it is wise to allow ourselves to fully experience our emotions before directing our attention towards favorable outcomes. With dedication and perseverance, this approach can evolve into a powerful tool for creating a satisfying and joyful existence. By giving up energy previously wasted on resistance, you harness your focus effectively to shape the reality you aspire to inhabit. Remember that recognizing the present reality is not synonymous with surrendering to defeat, but with acknowledging it. It is in this state of acceptance that our vision becomes clearer and the path towards our desires becomes apparent. When we embrace the worst-case scenario, we release the energy previously spent fighting it. This marks the point at which our focus becomes the catalyst for change. We redirect our attention to our goals, causing reality to adapt accordingly. As creators of our individual reality, we possess the ability to select our journey, shape our encounters, and determine our destinies. Genuine metamorphosis begins when we choose to focus our attention on the fundamental aspects of our existence. Move forward with certainty and intention, because you exercise authority over your own destiny. Thank you for watching this presentation alongside me. If you found it beneficial, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to our channel. Also, feel free to distribute this content with your acquaintances and loved ones so that they too can extract value from it. Remember to share your feedback by leaving a comment below, reflecting on your opinion of the presentation, and sharing any pertinent experiences you may have had. Once again, thank you for your audience and fellowship. Take care, and I look forward to our next meeting.